Hi guys, welcome to a Study With Me video. While study time lapses of me are playing, I will be answering a bunch of college related questions you guys have sent over Instagram. Without further ado, let's get started. For a bit of context for those who have not seen my IG story, I am a fresh graduate of Bachelor of Science in Accountancy from the Ateneo de Zamboanga University. I had a lot of orgs and extracurricular activities while in uni, and by God's grace and hard work, I was able to graduate with Latin honors. The first question that was asked to me was how to survive accountancy. I would have to say that it is a combination of hard work and consistency. I worked hard in terms of studying lessons over and over again until I understood them by heart, stayed up until the wee hours in the morning because I had 3 major exams the following day, and I tried to read as much resources as I can for finals. The conclusion is no one is inherently smart in accounting. Even the smartest one in our class had to study really hard, and it pays off, so keep going. However, it is not enough to be hardworking. You also have to be consistent with the amount of work you put through. Studying hard only for finals week won't work because you have to establish studying for your subjects as early as the start of the semester. Clutch gaming is very risky in accountancy, and more often than not, it doesn't work. So yes, hard work and consistency is the way to go. In relation to the first question, the next question is how to be consistent. I believe that consistency boils down to accountability. When you're starting out, it may be much more effective to have external accountability, like your family, friends, or classmates reminding you to study or do your requirements. This way, you are coerced to focus and study because someone is expecting you to do so. Once you have mastered the skill of self-discipline, you can resort to internal accountability, which is holding yourself accountable when studying or doing requirements. Think of the goals and grades that you want to achieve and use that as a tool to hold yourself accountable. Third question, do I follow passion or practicality in choosing the course to take for college? I don't think I am the best person to answer this because I am lucky to have been given the opportunity to take the course that I am passionate about and can be considered as practical since it is a business course. But if I were to live in another life, ideally I would choose passion. College is tough whatever course you take. It is crucial for you to study something you love or are really passionate about because you will make a lot of sacrifices in college, and the only time you will feel that these sacrifices are worth it is when you love what you are doing. I've had previous classmates who shifted to a completely different course because they could not see the value of accountancy in their life. But if you are faced with the circumstances that force you to take a practical course, my advice would be to start to love the things you do in the course that you have chosen. I also have classmates who never liked accountancy in the first place but grew to love what they do and end up surviving the course and even come out graduating with Latin honors. I hope that all of you guys can be afforded the choice of choosing a course that you really want and are really passionate about. Fourth question is stationery related, and it is, do some professors require filler notebooks or is it okay to use ring binders? To be honest, in my university and major, professors really don't care where you write your notes or if you write notes at all. How classes work in my university is that you have a book as your main reference, which has most, if not all, the information you would need for the class. Furthermore, on my last year in college, our professors required us to print out modules to bring to class, so we could also write our notes on our modules. It becomes a matter of personal preference on what you think is very effective for you. The fifth question is, what is my study routine? For my style of note-taking, I had 2 refillable B5 binders because my classes were grouped Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesday, Thursday. I wrote my lecture notes on a generic notebook or a piece of yellow paper. Then when I get home, I condense the lecture notes and textbook reference into loose-leaf paper, which I then store in the B5 binders that I've had. I study my lessons by reading and annotating my condensed notes and answering practice problems from reviewers in past exams. I consider myself as a visual learner, therefore the most effective way for me to retain information is when I write the information down in my own words or get the notes from the book. A study tip that I could give you guys is to figure out what kind of learner you are, whether you are visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, for you to find the most effective study routine that is nuanced to what kind of learner you are. The last question is more specific, and it's how I attack each subject in my course. There are 6 sports subjects in my major, which are regulatory framework for business transactions or our law subject, taxation, management advisory services, auditing, advanced financial accounting and reporting, and financial accounting and reporting. My approach to all of the subjects is pretty similar. I start out by mastering the concepts. I read and understand the concepts 3 to 4 times before I actually start answering practice problems about the said topic. After making sure I master the concept, I go to my reviewers and answer practice problems as much as I can. I will flash in the screen my commonly used reviewers per subject so my fellow BSA colleagues can take note. If you guys have additional recommendations for resources, please comment down below so we can help each other out. I evaluate the areas where I have the most difficulty and then reread the corresponding concepts until I feel like answering the problems becomes second nature to me. This way, even if exam questions twist the problems, I know I can understand it because I master the concept myself. That's all the questions I most commonly got from my Instagram. I hope you guys learned something from my answers, and if you have more questions, do not hesitate to comment below. If you also have video recommendations, please let me know through the comments as well. See you in my next video. Bye!